everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Aziza, aka Gourmet Pens, and we do inky stuff and pen stuff and make a mess. And today we are doing we also do nib stuff. And today we're doing a really cool nib thing. And I'm super excited about this because I've had this one for a really long time and I just haven't gotten around to doing this video until now. So we're gonna do it now. And I am going to show off this beautiful pen that it's on. It's really very lovely. So, first of all, this pen is on loan from Appelboom. Thank you, Appelboom, because I wouldn't get the opportunity to try this nib otherwise. So I'm very excited. Wait, wrong side. Wait. No, it wasn't. Yeah, there we go. Yay! It's an Aurora. It is the Aurora il Viaggio Segreto in Italia Volterra fountain pen. I'm so sorry if I've butchered that. I actually listened to pronunciations to try to get it right, so hopefully I got it kind of right. This pen is absolutely beautiful. I'm quite smitten with it. So this is the packaging. It's pretty extensive. So there is a pen box, which is quite solid, and there is, on this side, there's a bottle of ink. I didn't open it, but I'm pretty sure it's a black. But Aurora black is like legendary, so okay. I'm gonna toss that over there. This is the box. I really like this pen, but Aurora's packaging is so heavy and so much that it's really hard to keep it. But it makes for absolutely exquisite presentation. That is very cool. So your pen would be here on this little bed. Under the bed, you have your sign of a dream. Ooh. Oh, that smells good. Your limited edition information, so your pen stuff, right? Like the pen information. And the box is like a heavy lacquered box, so it's quite serious. It's heavy though, so it takes up a lot of space. If you only have one or two pens, no big deal. If you have a lot of pens, a bigger deal. So I'm in the category of having a lot of pens. The second stop of Aurora's secret journey to Italy is Volterra. Famous for its ancient Etruscan historical center, not everyone knows it is an important place for the extraction and processing of alabaster. I didn't know that. Dating from 7 million years ago, the Volterra alabaster is the most valuable in Europe, and each alabaster quarry has its own distinctive type. The processing of the alabaster is passed down from generation to generation, resulting in an ancient practice that is the real secret of Volterra. This pen has an 18-karat gold nib, uses a piston filling mechanism. It is the Goccia CF nib, and there's an added up charge for it, so you're looking at like 800 US or so. The main sense and synesthesia of this collection is hearing. Each city is accompanied by its distinct music that will make you experience the atmosphere of the place. There's a QR code that you can listen to and that you can scan, and it's like a postcard, remains in memory of the fabulous journey. Very cool. So, I feel like there's not enough description about the material, but I will show you the material. So it has rose gold trim. It is a smaller pen. I actually really like the size of this pen. It's the 88 shape, so it's like the round top. This material is like pearl with veins or flecks of like gold. But the best part is the chatoyant green pieces, and it's absolutely exquisite, and I think it's very, very pretty. So if we just want to do a quick comparison so we can get down to business of the fun of the pen, here are a few pens. Lamy Safari, Pilot Metropolitan, Mont Blanc 145. Here is the Volterra, a Mont Blanc 146, a 149, and a Jinhao X159. So it's on the smaller side, but I think it's a really nice size pen. Like it's a full-size pen, very comfortable. I quite like it. So in hand, it's really nice. It is not, aside from the material, it's not super adorned with anything. It is limited, so the number is up here, nothing on the finial. The clip has the very cool teardrop. It's quite snug. It actually works very well. Center band just says Aurora, made in Italy, and as I said, it's a piston filler. It does have an ink window. Super comfortable pen. It does post, so if you're a poster, this could be for you. And it posts very comfortably, so it's secure and it's not super heavy. I think it's a really comfortable size pen, really nice weight and balance. And the piston has this little inner reservoir inside the piston rod, so there's always a couple drops extra of ink before you run out. The nib is very cool. So the Goccia nib, this is the CF, and it's kind of like an architect. It's quite crisp and offers quite a bit of line variation. So you may or may not like that. I think it's really nice. And Aurora is one of the few manufacturers that offers a lot of nibs, so I really appreciate that. There's extra fine to double broad, oblique medium, oblique broad, stub, italic broad, Goccia, CE, CF, and CM. So I'm thinking it's like extra fine, fine, medium. So let's do writing. I want to write. This is what I want to do with this pen right now. We're going to write. It's a very feedbacky nib. You can definitely hear it. It's not scratchy, but you can hear it and you can feel it. Aurora. Volterra. CF. The ink is just Mont Blanc Royal Blue because I honestly didn't know what to put in here. I didn't know what would match. It's so unique in the chatoyance and that green blue. It's really quite beautiful. So let's do this. So what happens is it's kind of, the nib is kind of, the tipping is kind of teardrop shaped. So on the downstrokes, it's quite thin. And on the side strokes, you get a broad stub. I'm kind of doing it quickly so you can see. It keeps up really well. Because of the shape of the tipping, I wouldn't really apply pressure to this. Aurora nibs are on the firm side anyway, and they're just not pressure babies. The tipping offers line variation just by its shape, and you don't need pressure. Pretty wet. I actually found it more dry compared to other architect type nibs I've used, and that's totally fine. It just means that it's a little more dry. Maybe like a 6 out of 10 instead of like an 8 out of 10. Totally subjective, of course. So let's do this. The interesting thing about this is, depending on how you hold the pen, and what angle you're writing at, you get a different type of hand. So there's some cursive. You can also do like an architect type hand. And you can do, okay, and then you can do like a rounded hand. And you see a lot of that variation even in here. Very cool. I think it's a really, really neat nib, and I have seen other versions of this pen. So there was like a pink one, not part of the Segreto in Italia series, but in the like the Saturno Venere series, and I think this one just like knocked it out of the park. Like the finish on this is killer. It's really cool. You could put so many different inks in here, and I just couldn't think of the right one. Or I just didn't have the right ink, so maybe I need more ink. I think that's what it is. So I had a lot of fun playing with this. You can write on the tip and get a very fine line. But it's such a versatile nib. I think it's an upcharge of like $70. I think it's totally worth it. If you think about how much it would cost to get a nib grind, which is, an architect is probably like $60 on average. I don't think the upcharge is unreasonable. It is a really cool nib. It's very versatile, and it makes a pretty pen or just a normal pen, quite outstanding. So I think that's a really great option. Now, let's do some side writing, and then we will come back and wrap up. Very, very fun to write with this pen. Now, if you want, you can use the discount code FRIEND at Appelboom to get 10% off. No affiliation in terms of getting a commission. It's just like, I mean, Appelboom is a sponsor of my blog and that he supports me by loaning me things, but it's not like I will be paid for it if you use this. So you can do that, and thank you so much to Appelboom, and thank you all for watching. I would love to hear your thoughts on this nib. Have you tried an Architect nib before? Do you like Architect nibs? I have a friend who calls it the devil's grind, so it's not for everyone. If you did enjoy, I would be so grateful if you would like and subscribe. That would be very cool. And if you feel like lending your support, I'm also on Patreon and on the socials as Gourmet Pens. Okay, there we go. If you have any other thoughts you want to share with me, please chime in down below. I do get to comments. It takes me a few weeks. Like I try not to do comments all the time, but I do read them all. And I do my best to keep up. So thank you for everyone who does chime in. Alrighty, we're going to wrap it up. Take care, everybody. I hope you have a lovely whatever it is at whatever time, wherever you may be. And we'll see you for the next video. Bye.